Ladies and gentlemen, although I am a literary artist, I also consider myself to be a visual artist. You see, I paint pictures not with a paintbrush, rather with the colors of my words, the sound of my voice, and the essence of my whole being. So what I'm going to do this evening is I'm going to paint you a picture. Now I want you to understand that when I look into a picture, especially an abstract picture, when I look into an abstract picture, what I see may not necessarily be what you see. However, I want you to keep in mind that things aren't always what they seem. It's really left up to interpretation. And what's the rule? Things aren't always what they seem, yet the picture I'm going to paint you is 110% true. You see, while I was in New York City, the person who had arranged the tour, she had us, we came off the plane, we went to a performance. As soon as we came out, she insisted on stopping at the corner store. And in the corner store, she came out with, well, let's just say Johnny. As we got to the hotel and we were in her room chatting, she wanted us to vacate her room so she can go to bed with Johnny. As we left the hotel later and we got into a cab, she came in the cab with Johnny. So this story is about that experience. It's called The Soul Keeper. Soul as in S-O-U-L keeper, based on a true story. And please keep in mind, things aren't always what they seem, yet the story that I will tell you is true. She met him at the corner store a day or so before. But today she refuses to spend hours, minutes, or even seconds without him. Can't bear to face life without him. Says he keeps her head from spinning, her body from heaving, her heart from yearning, and her poised hands from trembling. Today, his name is Johnny, and he is, she says, the keeper of her soul. She loves him. Poor thing. She does not know that he is nothing but a cold-blooded killer, a devil with a trigger, disguised as a man in the form of a friend, a soulmate, a leg to stand on, a shoulder to lean on, an ear to hear, a blanket of comfort, a smiling face, a sweet caress, a kiss. He is all of that. He is all of this. Today, his name is Johnny, and he is, she says, the keeper of her soul. She loves him. She slurs and she babbles and tells the world that she is his girl and he is her one and only. She explained candidly, explicitly, that when she savors him in her mouth and swallows, the smoothness down the back of her throat is invigorating, satisfying, mystified by their bodies spiraling, sealing together desires on fire, locked in carelessness, and in the midst of their transgressions, his power releases her inhibition. Today, his name is Johnny, and he is, she says, the keeper of her soul, and she loves him. Now, it is such a shame that she thinks that she is the master of his game, a game that he is already guaranteed to win. Ignorant, she's blind to see the grim reality, underestimating his ability to possess her soul and conquer her. Living only in the moment, inviting death the chance to dance her into tomorrow, and if tomorrow will ever come for her, she may never know. In whose room and in which town, a tree, an alley, and in whose bed, on or under the ground, so profound she just does not get it. Today, his name is Johnny, and he is, she says, the keeper of her soul, and she loves him. Mr. Sly Guy dangles before her eyes in full disguise, and the size of his prize allows her to disconnect from this world, while he taps into her private dreams made real, exposing all of her fantasies for all to see. Foolishly, in exchange, she plugs into his energy, and through her mouth she sucks him dry. Over and over and over again, she feels no pain. Today, his name is Johnny, and he is, she says, the keeper of her soul. She loves him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I assure you that the story that I tell you is 110% true, and every day while we were in New York City was always someone new. Last week, their names were Jay, Ray, and Nephew. And tomorrow I predict will be some French gentleman by the name of Remy Martin. Or that Cocker Spaniel, Jack Daniel. But today his name is Johnny. Mr. Johnny Sly Guy Smooth Talker. Johnny Walker. He is, she says, the keeper of her soul, and she loves him. Bet you thought it was something erotic, didn't you? Get your mind out the gutters. I told you, what did I say? I said, things aren't always what they seem. You know, sometimes when I perform that piece, and then when I get to that part that says, you know, the smoothness down the back of his throat, her throat is invigorating. You want to see people's faces like, so that's why I say, things aren't always what they seem. So, how many of you guys got it? You did? Did you get it in the end or did you get it in the middle? Probably the end, right? Gotcha. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. And thank you for coming on this journey with the Soul Keeper. Thank you and good night.